Okay, we're back. I'm Vince Davis, attorney here in California, and my co-host is Cynthia Becker, the host of the reality series CPS The Horror Stories. Cynthia, are you with me?
I am.
All right, let's take a call. I have someone that's been waiting for almost an hour. Michelle from Missouri. Michelle, did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Great. And thank you for taking my call. I'm a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a 9-year-old grandson, and he is biologically my son's child. And I've raised him since he's been 27 days old till he was almost 7.
Mm-hmm.
And so the mom has been in prison a couple of times, and both parents have been in prison, my son as well, and both of them have been drug users. And the mom had, broke into my house and took my father's little tablet, and I basically called her family and said, I can't promise that he won't, press charges against her. She needs to return it. And they basically kind of kidnapped my grandbaby, and the mom signed over temporary guardianship while she went to prison. And while she was gone, they were abusing my grandson, and pretty badly. And school had called, and they were being investigated. And in the meantime, I had contacted the mother to let her know what was going on, and I was, asking her to please, give me guardianship of my grandson because he was the targeted child. And she did nothing. I called her caseworker where she was, in the penitentiary and whatnot. And so she gets out and finds out, what's really going on. And then she calls me, and she's crying, and it's help me. And, of course, I'm going to help her because she's got my grandson plus his brothers, which I also consider my grandchildren, and I love them all. And but I've raised mine, and we're inseparable, really. And I went to take her and the kids because I was getting ready to move onto a 100-acre farm because I had bought my grandson a baby colt, and I wanted to get him involved in something that would be therapeutic for him after what he had been through, and also gave him his own individuality back because they really were ripping that up from him and trying to really mess his mind up. And he's a wonderful human being. He's a straight-A student. He's kind, he's loving, he's been reading since he's been 3 years old. I'm not saying this because he's my grandson. He's a wonderful soul, he's a beautiful soul, and he's a gift from God. And his mother handed him to me when he was 27 days old, and I had almost died over getting a steroid injection and had a severe adverse reaction, and that baby saved my life. He really did. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
I understand.
Right?
Right.
But the kids were taken away a week after the mom left, the day that she was supposed to leave with me to get the kids out of the house, and she was supposed to, sign over guardianship so I could keep my grandchildren out of the system. But she didn't, and she bolted, like I said, the day we were supposed to leave. A week and a half later, the children were removed.
How long ago was that?
It's been just barely over a year and a half.
Have you gotten the children back? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, this is
Oh,
Michelle.
no.
Michelle.
No, not at all. In fact, my grandson was just in the hospital. I've yet to see him. I have not had a phone call with him. She
Okay.
will not answer me no matter what
Michelle,
I say.
I'm going to tell you how to remedy this. You have to get an attorney.
Yes, I am aware. And so, I mean, I did go and try to get an attorney, and they were quite expensive. And I'm on disability, and so that makes it hard. It makes it so much harder. So I had my sister get my grandson, though, but he just went, and she didn't want to do long term. But I had the children, but the Child and Family Service worker knew that I was going to be moving out of the county, and the next thing I know, she's accusing me of moving when I haven't moved, not anything. And they took the kids. Okay. And she will not do anything with me, and lied literally in court. And I know it was to keep the kids in the county because they make money. I understand. I'm not an idiot. But you're destroying a family.
But Michelle,
yes,
you know the way it is.
I do.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm trying. So I went online, actually, and was searching attorneys and pro bono attorneys and every avenue I could think of. Of course, I filled out a thing. And believe it or not, I got a number to call, for help, and they don't charge as much. And he told me $1,275 you can have. I know it's a motion for guardianship or in custody. But the thing is, I looked it up, and it came up that they had a fraudulent complaint, and I was like, oh my God, thank you that I did not, not check my, everything out, and because I'm like that I'm smart enough to do that, because apparently they are not really attorneys, and so that's a frightening thought, because there are a lot of grandparents these days that are raising their grandchildren, millions, and I understand that, but I'm trying to come up with some money, I've had, between moving and, which I have moved since then, and I had a car go bad, and so I had to get another car. So, I mean, when you're on disability, you are on a very limited amount of money.
I understand.
And attorneys are very expensive.
I understand.
And so I got a group of women that are, since everything has happened because my grandson went into the hospital, because I knew that he was going to have a breakdown. I knew this was coming. I warned my sister, and sure enough, here we are. And now my grandson, who really doesn't belong on medication, is on 4 medications. And he is living with 2 gay men, which, you can be gay, and I'm not against gay people at all, but I don't really think it's good for my grandson, personally. And not all kids are ready to wrap their minds around things. And when kids have went through a traumatic situation, I think it just adds to the mess, sort of, but these guys also, I tried to drop the kids' Easter off in the front yard. Nope. I mean, the one at the birthday party, someone that's more female or whatever, all I got was dirty looks, and I did nothing, because my youngest grandchild comes running across the roller rink screaming my name, because they love me, and I love them back.
Michelle, hold on a second. Cynthia?
Yes, here.
When you became dissatisfied with your court-appointed attorney, how many people did you call to find before you found someone?
I called literally probably between 40 and 50 different attorneys' offices. And then on top of that, I went into offices as well.
Michelle from Missouri, you must find an attorney, because you guys, your family's going to lose this grandchild if you don't find an attorney to go to court and do something to get the child back to you or back in the family. I know there's economic issues. I understand that. But I also understand you're going to have to do a lot of footwork to find somebody to represent you. Sometimes you'll just meet a person, an attorney who might help you out, give you a discount. Sometimes you might meet somebody and they will do it for free. But
Vince, that is one of the services that we will be providing very soon is getting other attorneys involved from different states. That way, when the people such as Michelle is in need of an attorney in her state, we will be able to refer her to one of our attorneys on the Rolodex that I am building.
Okay. Michelle, if you can, contact Cynthia Becker this coming week and see if she can help you find an attorney in Missouri, in your county, to help you get this child back. We're going to take a break. This is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. We'll be right back with more calls.